What's going on there, Battlefielders? My name is Pone, and this is some Battlefield 3 gameplay. Playing a little bit of close quarters, running around with a SPAS 12 with the buckshot. We're buck fucking people, guys. We're buck fucking people. How you guys been, though, huh? It's been a while. You guys missed that Battlefuckers intro? I know I have. I want to start this commentary off by saying I'm sorry. I kind of left you guys high and dry. Even though I feel that YouTube is kind of a mutual partnership arrangement, we're kind of like fuck buddies or something, you know. It's just there's not like real direct attachment, but like a commentator creates content to make money, to entertain. They get something out of it. A viewer watches YouTube content because they get something out of it, but they honestly don't pay anything short of their time. But then you have guys like you guys that have supported me through many of my mistakes and endeavors, and I feel bad because I kind of just left you guys without any sort of heads up. I don't feel like I thoroughly explained why I quit Battlefield 4. And for a group like you guys that have supported me for so long, that was wrong of me to do. Like, just to, like, not even tell you. And I think part of that was because I was literally just wanting to sever all ties with Battlefield. Like, I just didn't want to fucking deal with it anymore. Not going to give it any attention, any publicity. I'm just done with it. People knew how I felt and still do know how I feel. Patty cake! Since then, and you know, I want to share that a little bit about why I did it, and above all, I want to say thank you guys for all the support. If you guys are no longer going to be with me, I get that. Just a big thank you to you. Even those guys that aren't going to support me from here on out, thank you for everything. And for those that are still here, and even those that are maybe seeing this and are no longer following me, I am sorry. I truly am. I feel like it was wrong of me to do, but I felt like it was the decision I had to do. I was just too frustrated at the way the Battlefield 4 was playing, the issues, the promises, the empty promises, and the state of the game was an embarrassment. To this day, I think Battlefield 4 was the worst gaming experience I've ever had in my life. It's just, nothing comes close. Nothing comes close. It's a joke, to be honest. Like, I am ashamed that they released this. They should be ashamed that they released this. And for a while now, I've heavily contemplated just like whether or not I ever want to play a Battlefield title again, because I don't want to give DICE my money. I don't want to. I don't. Anyone that can leave their game in this state doesn't care about their community. And I know things have been fixed, kind of. Things haven't been addressed finally. A lot of people are just defending CTE. Oh, they're making strides. Yeah, it's still been a whole year, and I spent $120, and I don't have a working product. If I go to the like a McDonald's right now, and I spend $10, and my meal's not right, I take that motherfucker back, and I get my meal properly. And if I don't, they may even give me like a coupon or a free fucking holiday cake or something. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry. I feel DICE didn't do that. What do we get? We got a Megalodon. High fucking five. When in reality, that was just a sleight of hand to distract us from our frustrations of the currently existing game. I was disappointed in DICE. Actually, I'm just so pissed off at them because throughout this, even though I know it's business, throughout this, it shows they don't give fucks about our community. We consider ourselves... Even the elitists consider ourselves a large community, fan or not of me or Chawboy or Level Cap or whoever it is. We're all a part of this community, and you guys are in the middle of it. No, the fans, the players, the consumers. And I was extremely upset with DICE to leave their game in this state. And, you know, I just kept, oh, no, it's going to get fixed. It's going to get fixed. Because they kept promising us it was going to get fixed. We're going to address this. A year went by, and there's still hit detection issues. I'm still pumping in 15, 20 shots to kill a guy. I'm not saying I'm the greatest player in the world, but I'm confident that I'm one of the better players that is in a server at almost any given time. And I know how many bullets just to take to kill a guy. I shouldn't have to lead shots and adjust my thing. The connection was an embarrassment, not to mention in the first launch period. The game was pretty much unplayable because you'd hop into a game and you'd get kicked out. There were server problems. I mean, you guys should remember this. I still have nightmares. Shudders. Shudders to think of it. It was bad. It really was bad. And I've learned from it. I mean, you gotta take these things and learn from them, which is why I'm apologizing to you guys for just kind of just stepping away right there. I mean, to prove it. I mean, even though my bad experiences with Battlefield 4, I've taken that and adopted that experience over to my current purchasing choices. I haven't even bought, even though it launches tonight, the DLC for Destiny. I've yet to purchase that because I know that I was so mad and I wasted, it wasn't just 60 bucks I wasted on Battlefield 4, it's 120. And I was upset with that. So I learned to do not buy premium, do not buy, you know, COD stuff or DLCs until it's like the day before and you know the game is working to where you're ready to do it. So do not be one of those guys that just wholeheartedly trust things. How many launches in this last few months have been so rocky and embarrassing? It's becoming like acceptable. And I just can't get past the part to think that multi-million-dollar companies, and you have, you know, AAA titles and developers, DICE and EA, that had they really cared about their community, their game, their image, they would have fixed this in a month. If that meant taking the whole system down for a month, explaining to the community, they would have known. They would have known, and they would have been mad about that, but they would have known. I mean, that's just how I feel. So my frustration for DICE and them and stuff like got in the way of the bond and I guess relationship we had, and I'm sorry for that, guys. I truly am. You guys helped me through really, really rough times in my life, and I kind of made a call and had to live with it. It still hasn't benefited me. I'm still not making the money that I did with Battlefield. You know, and it was a gamble. Destiny's not near as large as Battlefield was. So, I mean, it was something I had to do, and I was to the point where I would literally risk my entire career that I built for almost 5 years, then keep playing that game in that state. So, hopefully you guys can understand that. Now, that doesn't excuse why I didn't tell you guys sooner or explain where I was in my life. And for that, I'm sorry to you guys. Will I be playing Battlefield 4? The question that people keep asking me. I'm not coming back to Battlefield 4. Ronku money or not, I'm not going to play the game. I refuse to just give it publicity or attention or even play it. I actually uninstalled it, and it won't be back, ever. Battlefield 3, on the other hand, as you can see, I still enjoy. And even Battlefield 4, if I played in just like small patches a couple hours every few days or something, I could probably tolerate. That's one of the things that people don't, the average viewer doesn't understand about this stuff, is somebody like me who is responsible, like it's my job to play Battlefield because that was like my main game. If I wanted to provide for my family, I had to play Battlefield. If I played Battlefield, I had to deal with bullshit. So with that, I was overexposed to this game, so I had to literally live through all the flaws and all the problems and the frustrations at a constant flow, where the casual player that just hops on the weekend or something like that, generally those problems and flaws aren't going to really bother them too much because they're not like overexposed to that kind of thing. So, you know, what I'm saying is, it seems like I'm making a lot of excuses, and I don't want to do that. I want to say sorry to you guys and thank you for you guys. Like, you guys have done so much for me when I needed it. And whether or not you're with me from here on out, I get it. I fully get it. Patty cake. And, you know, I understand entirely. But, you know, hopefully you guys have learned to not buy premium until, you know, the game has been out a bit. Hardline, I'll be playing. I don't think there's going to be a big audience for it. I honestly think most Battlefield commentators are going to stick to Battlefield 4, especially the troll guys like Chowboy and stuff. The game it's larger scale. It's going to have more funny moments to happen and stuff like that. So I think Battlefield Hardline is just going to be a hype for a couple months, and then I think most commentators are going to drift away from it, or your traditional guys are going to make their weapon reviews, and then they're just going to step away and only post 1 or 2 of those a day, where Battlefield 4 is still going to be the primary thing. So we're going to see how that plays out. But, and I also feel like I have the mutual feelings for the majority of the community in commentaries, for commentators, excuse me. I feel like most of them actually hate Battlefield 4, and they're in the same place that I was. They're playing the same game with the same flaws, and it's equally as frustrating, and they're sucking it up going through with it. So props to them if they were able to do it. I just couldn't do it anymore. And that's me. Call it weakness, call it smarts, and willing to step away from something you absolutely just detest. I don't know. So, thank you guys for everything you've done. Again, the next Battlefield commentator will actually be a Battlefield commentator. It's going to be a fun one, entertaining, energetic, all that awesomeness. But for now, I just felt like I had to explain to you guys why I left Battlefield 4. The fact that I will actually be coming back to Battlefield slowly through Battlefield 3 until Hardline's here. And that. So, thank you guys for everything. I truly mean it. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Hopefully you're still enjoying the game, because that's what gaming's supposed to be about, is having fun. And if you're not having fun, step away from it. Trust me, it meant a lot. It helped me. So, there's alternatives out there. You gotta understand, you don't have to be stuck playing one game you dislike. So, I'll leave you with that. Have a good day, guys. Talk on it once for me.